Hello, boys, girls, and Tech Elementary. Sorry, we're not set up on this one. It's been a few days, and we skipped to the attack on the training camp. Johnny, basically crippled muscular, and helped Tokoyami out, and they just saw Bako being captured by Mr. Compress. You know, the guy who could turn things and people into little tiny orbs? Like, marbles? Izuku was starting to get mad about this, and Black Whip once again started forming on them, deepening the scars. It's really bad. I'm not kidding, you can essentially see the scars on his fingers. I mean, they're very small, but still. Plus, it's kind of cutting the blood flow to certain body parts, and it's really starting to get numb if he stays in that form too long. Or uses that thing too long. So, you know, he starts forming Black Whip with Mr. Compress saying, "Oh, shit." With them using as much power as they can, which is about 60-something%. With them flying way past him as he says, he has terrible aim. As he falls down, Izuku springs off of a tree, breaking it, going in for a punch. Well, I believe it's time for us to bring out the big guns, if you understand what I am saying. As Spinner goes in his walkie-talkie, I guess, and sends a message to Kurogiri, who sends out a Nomu. With Izuku continuously going after Mr. Compressed, aiming for either the hand or the head. If not, then one of the limbs to try and stab. With the Nomu bringing Izuku down with an elbow. With Izuku looking extremely angry and having a snarling face, much like Bakugo. As they use what remains of their broken medieval style sword as they slash Nomu's head off, which, and I'm not joking, requires great precision and strength. I mean, it kind of slices, but the Nomu's head is still on there as it quickly heals. God damn! It's a lot stronger than the last one! With Aizawa saying, I know. Ugh. As people are standing back with the big leader of the wild, whatever their name is, trying to help, as he does actually. Don't worry, I got you. With him punching the Nomu, with Izuku recovering, getting his head on straight, as he goes after Mr. Compress trying to retrieve Bakugo. As he grabs an orb after Mr. Compress tripped. As he looks at it, as Mr. Compress shows him the one orb that he had. It was Bakugo. Izuku fell for a trick. With him going in for a punch, with him getting pissed beyond belief. As his best friend and therapist, and person that he mainly relies on as an emotional pillar, has just disappeared. And that kind of goes into a mental breakdown. By that I mean he's extremely angry to the point where a new personality might form. With Izuku going after the Nomu as a quick way to blow off some steam. Over and over again, punches over 60%, 71%, 72.5%, and then his arms are starting to hurt. As the Nomu, much like how All Might did it, flew off. A little chink can be seen. With Black Whip falling off as the marble that he had was crushed. as he falls unconscious. Izuku, you good? As a new voice appears. Huh. Well, that was interesting. Don't worry. Everything will be okay, kid. With a voice being very, very familiar for some reason. Don't worry. Everything will be okay. As that phrase repeats over and over again until they wake up in a recovery room. Everything. Their body was pretty damaged due to Black Whip clinging on too tight, and since the doctors took a look at it, they've seen scarring on tissue and some irreversible damage on the nerves. So their arms aren't what they used to be. Well, I mean, they're still pretty good, and not to the point where, in canon, where Deku couldn't use his hands if he charged them up with all for one, but, I mean, one for all. But they still work, with him simply getting up, walking, and saying, thanks, we're fine. With him tripping. Okay, as Black Whip suspends him on like a pole. Hello? He got a call on his phone, by the way. Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I know I'm in the hospital. I just fell unconscious after a pretty intense fight. Yeah, everything's fine, Mom. Yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry. That's weird. How come I can't hear him? Nothing. Bye. As Izuku is starting to be very confused and starting to panic, as he's hyperventilating, as he says, why can't I hear them? Why can't I hear them? Johnny, Deku? Guys? Come on. Cat John? Even your goddamn annoying meows would be a great gift right now, please. As he can't even hear the one for all users. As he starts crying. He's wondering, did he finally go over the edge, you know, when you're so scared and you come out the other end being surprisingly calm? Is this something like that? With him running down towards some other classmates. With him looking around as he sees Yaoyorozu with her device explaining it to the heroes. With Izuku saying, I'm coming. But the heroes responding no because he's too badly injured and he's a kid. Listen, please. Let me save my friend. As they simply respond no. Izuku saying, I apologize, Yaoyorozu, but can we please have a talk? Okay. Thank you. As they go into a room with Kirishima and Nita. Also, yeah, Kirishima and Nita. Also Shoto, who's there. Just being Shoto. In his bed, eating soba. Oh, sorry, don't mind us. So, as Izuku gets on his hands and knees saying, can you please give me a device that's locked onto the frequency to the tracker that you put on the Nomu so I can please find Kachan? Please. As she is surprised and willing to help. With Ida being the goddamn rule follower that he is, tries to stop Izuku and slaps him. With Izuku wrapping Black Whip around his left arm as he says, try me, Four Eyes. I'm going whether you like it or not. And no heroes in this goddamn world can stop me. Got it? With a slight glint in his eyes. Something that wasn't there before. Something that's new. It's weird. It's like he's finally whole. It's just Izuku Midoriya, not anyone else. It's strange, to be honest. As they continue talking, as Yaoyorozu eventually caves in, has one condition that all of them follow with him, as Izuku is compliant, as they have a little discussion with Kirishima saying, listen, Bakuro's my friend, and for what it's worth, I know he means a lot to you, Izuku, so I'm willing to help. Thanks. As Izuku brings out a strand of his hair, as he says, you know, part of me wants to give this to you, but the other part says no. Let's move, okay? Sorry, I'm just a little bit nervous because this is really strange. As they all move out, as Izuku brings out a set of clothes that John would usually wear. A jacket and glasses. How do I look? As Shadow says, can really tell that was you. Good job. As all of them have a disguise. As they follow the tracker, as they see a containment unit, multiple containment units holding Nomus. As Izuku is kind of angry and wondering what would happen if we were to send them all out. It's like that little chaotic side of Johnny is still there. As he breathes in, breathes out, and back with the heroes on their raid towards the League of Villains base. To the bar. Pizza delivery. Sorry, there's pepperoni and salami on this. Oh, yeah, wait, did any of us order pizza? Oh, right, and side of Coke, and All Might is here. As All Might punches down the door. As the usual shenanigans happen with the heroes coming in, with them trying to get Bakugo. With All Might actually managing to get to, well, he didn't manage to get Bakugo, but he was pretty close. Bakugo kind of went into a weird sludge portal thing. Now back with the other classmates, or the classmates. They're wondering where everyone else is and kind of concerned. But don't think anything of it, with the doctors very, very stressed out because the patients were not discharged yet. Now back with the Izuku and the rest. Quick question. Yeah? What is it? I haven't been able to hear John, Johnny, or Deku yet. So, I'm wondering, what the hell is happening? Am I having like a nervous breakdown or something? Or am I finally just one personality? Don't really know how to respond to that. As the heroes come in. You know, the heroes, the people who protect other people, and the main powerhouses. Yeah, them. Anyways, let's leave it off with Got to watch more of the anime later. Anyways, later.